மனிதனை மனிதனாகவே மதித்திடல் வேண்டும் என்று புனித புக்தன் அன்று தோன்றினாரே மண்மேலே. மதம் என்றும் சாதி என்றும் மக்களை பிரிக்கின்ற மடமையை மாற்ற வேண்டும் என்றே மீண்டும் பிறந்தாரே.
The music piece which we heard just now is from an album called Casteless Collective. And the first two lines means that to ensure that a human being is being respected in a way they must be, Lord Buddha appeared long ago. Now, in the name of caste and religion, the irrationality that divides us has to be uprooted. And now he has been born as Bhimrao Ambedkar. We all have heard that music has no language. It is the most pure thing. It heals our heart and soul in a most significant manner. Music has no religion. So when we look at music, it is a universal and pure entity. Like music has no boundaries. From what I've heard and I've seen, I've got to know that there is caste behind music. Let's look at a visual.
நான் இருக்கிற இடம் ஓட்டேரி. எனக்கு எதிர்க்க நான் தூங்கி ஏஞ்சி வெளியில் வந்து பார்த்தாலே சுடுகாடு. இப்படி திரும்பினா கல்ற கிறிஸ்டின் கல்ற, இப்படி திரும்பினா இந்து. டெத்து வரும், டெத்துக்கு வாசின்னு வருவாங்க, இந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்லாம் வாசின்னு வருவாங்க. என்னையே மறந்து நான் டான்ஸ் ஆடி.
நாங்கள் எங்கள் வீட்டு ஆப்போசிட்லேயே வந்து சுடுகாடு. கூப்பிட்டு போகும்போதே எங்கள் மம்மிலாம் வந்துடுவாங்க, நீ சுடுகாட்டில் போகக்கூடாது, அங்கெல்லாம் வந்து பேய் இருக்கும். எனக்கு என்ன தான் தெரியல, இந்த இன்ஸ்ட்ருமெண்ட்டோட ஒரு பவர் அந்த மாதிரி அப்படி கற்றுக்கணும்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் சொல்லிட்டேன். சுடுகாட்டில் தான் ஓட்டை சுடுகாட்டில் கற்றுக்கிட்டேன். இப்போது இந்த இசைக்கு வந்து இந்த ஜாதியில் தான் போய் வாசிக்கணும், இந்த ஜாதியில் தான் போய் வாசிக்கணும், பிராமினில் தான் போய் வாசிக்கணும், இங்கே வாசிக்கணும், அதெல்லாம் வந்து இந்த இசை கிடையாது. இப்போ வந்து கர்நாடிக் மியூசிக்னால் இப்போ மிருதங்கம், தபேலா, நாதஸ்வரம், தவில், இதெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டேஜில் எங்கெல்லாம் வந்து அது அங்கே பக்கத்துலேயே சேர்க்கவும் மாட்டாங்க எங்களை. அவங்க ஒரு சபா ப்ரோக்ராம் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா எங்களுக்கு நாங்கள் போய் நிறைய இடத்துல கேட்டிருக்கோம், எங்களுக்கு ஒரு வாய்ப்பு கொடுங்க, நாங்களும் வாசிக்கிறோம், உங்கள் கூட இணைஞ்சு நாங்கள் வாசிக்கிறோம். நீங்கள் வந்து இங்கே டெத்தெல்லாம் வாசிக்கிறீங்க, நீங்களாம் எங்கள் கூட நெருங்காது. இப்போ உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறதுக்கே நான் போய் குளிக்கணும்.
சாவுக்கு வாசிக்கிறேன்.
சாவு மோலனாலே ஒரு கேவலமாக பார்த்தாங்க.
இதில் வந்து நம்ம சாவுக்கு ஆச்சுன்னு போகக்கூடாது. இந்த மோளம் வாசிக்கிறவங்க ஒதுக்கிலாம் பார்க்குறவங்கலாம் இல்லை. இதுதான் ஒரு இசை. எனக்கு இது இசை, எனக்கு இந்த இசை தான் உயிர். இந்த இசை இல்லைன்னா நான் இல்லை.
If music was universal and music had no boundaries, why weren't the people from low caste allowed to play all the instruments like the Brahmins used to play? There arises a question. Now in these pictures we can see different types of instruments. These instruments were mainly played by Brahmins. Why? Because these are the ones which they used to worship the god, and they deemed that all these instruments were holy. And when we go through the holy books written by Brahmins themselves, what they say is wind instruments like Nagaswaram were considered to be unclean. Why? Because they came in contact with the player's saliva, and so only people from middle class or untouchables were allowed to use that instruments. But whereas when we come to Veena or the Dangam, only the people from upper caste would play this. There is some caste realities in Carnatic music. This instrument which we see here is called Mridangam. We all might have seen people playing it on big stages. This accompanies the Veena. This Mridangam is made by the beef or the cow skin. Mostly Brahmins are the ones who play this. There is a social stigma behind this as well. The people who make this are mainly Dalits. So when we go through Krishna's book, he says that he never spoke about the music instrument makers. He didn't know how they were marginalized inside the music industry. There were so many things which were hidden about them. And when we come to the Mridangam makers, the caste stigma is so real and everyone practices it. And it's just like gender discrimination. Krishna has also said that caste pattern is a social norm, and it exists very much in the whole society. He has also said that The way people look at Mridangam makers is so bad. They don't even respect them, and he wants everyone to respect them, and they should be respected for what they're doing. People have also talked about beef. So the people from the lower caste eat beef. Since they make Mridangam using cow skin, they need to check what the material of the cow is, how thick it is, or if we are making the Mridangam with it, is it it will bind or not. So to see that they consume it, and now people have made it another stigma that only people from low caste can eat cow skin and the beef, and the people from upper caste like Brahmins, they shouldn't eat it. But when we trace back to the ancestors, everyone used to consume beef. Even they used to have, even the Brahmins used to consume beef. And now, when we see this, the irony is that in Nangam there is beef skin, the cow skin, and yet the Brahmins play using it, but still discriminate the people who made it. Like they discriminate the makers of the Nangam. As you've seen that the discrimination based on caste are based on many aspects like music and food. Now, as we've been hearing the music pieces, these are from the band called the Casteless Collective. So now let's take a look at who they are and what they do. The type of the song they perform is called as Gana or Gana. It is a form of Tamil music style, mainly from Chennai. It sounds like rap. It has many collection of rhythms, beats, and sensibilities native to mostly Dalit community of India, and it has evolved tremendously over the past 3-4 years. So many people have started taking up Ghana as their career, and they have been performing so much. And the Casteless Collective is no exception. These people have tried to put their emotions using Ghana and hip hop. They have tried to combine rapping and everything together so that they are able to express their pain. They're able to express their emotion and how they were oppressed being as a Dalit, and as we saw, the people who play at the funeral, they are those are the people who mainly play the Ghana beats. They are the one who give the true life to it. Also, the people who play these kind of music, they say that folk music is for body pain, whereas Ghana is for emotional pain. The emotional pain they all go through. Now we're going to take a look at what Mr. Arivu has to say about his experience on being a Dalit.
I used to listen to stories of my grandfather. They used to say we were landless, we were not allowed to get into the home through the front door. We will not be given water in a tumbler. The water will be poured like this. This thing is continuing for thousands of years, and this is still like that only. I was unable to experience this until I come into my college life, and I started reading about the things, and then I got to know that there is a big caste oppression, that's modern untouchability is still existing in this society. People are landless here. The son of the manual scavenger is compelled to do the manual scavenging. You won't see caste, you will be sitting comfortably and you will be telling this. But your forefather to them will be a landowners, and they would have oppressed so many people. Generations of those people are living on the streets. You right now go to a private school, go to an international school, get educated and say that I don't see caste, this is ridiculous. So I started educating myself, and I wanted to do it in an artistic way so that everyone can understand what I'm coming to tell. Art is the most influential way to get into a mind of a person. I always wanted to become an artist, a songwriter who writes about the original things, raw things that from the streets. I wanted to be an artist. After getting into my college, I started writing poems. I wanted to show my pain. I wanted to cry out while singing, so I just put a wordplay.
Through art, Arivu and his friends, the bandmates, are sharing their experiences, have got themselves a platform that is social media. And using the social media as a tool, they're able to break free and express their emotions.
The standards of the Dalit people should increase. An awareness should be created among everyone, not only the Dalit people, but everyone, so that everyone respects everyone equally and no one is treated unequally, and there shouldn't be any term called as untouchability. And that should be the aim of India. Thank you.